Well, Harrison Ross was set up 13 years ago. Our aim was really to fix everybody. Our background was working in elite sport, and our aim was to take what we did in elite sport and bring it to the general population. We still treat elite athletes, but it's not just about athletes, it's about business people, mums, children.
It's about the individual. You know, everybody's different. My Achilles problem might be different to yours, different to the next. And what's great about them, they do get to understand you. They're great guys. That, for me, is one of the key things as well. You know, there's a great team here.
I've had 15 years of the same issue with my back. The back would go every 3 to 6 weeks. I've now been with Jeff for 2 years and I haven't had one episode.
Gone from walking really quite long distances to literally struggling to walk to the shop. But the idea of seeing Everest Base Camp, I always said I'd do that before I died. You know, I said to Jeff, what do you think? And he basically said, go for it. I was very grateful that, you know, with his input, I could do that.
I was in a lot of pain and I decided to come here because it had been recommended to me. It was the best thing I ever did because they've just been fantastic.
It turns out I had a prolapse disc that had actually snapped off. He said, right, I'm going to get you to your wedding. If it wasn't for the team, there's not a chance I would have made it. I mean, literally 2 days before we were cancelling.
We have access to world-class facilities, really. We've got hydrotherapy pools, indoor running tracks, we've got resistance equipment that allow us to rehabilitate anything from a young rugby player who might have dislocated his shoulder to an older person with an arthritic knee. The ability for us to deliver specific rehab programs is integral to what we do and integral to fixing people.
I got an appointment almost the same day and then a very thorough and professional assessment and diagnosis straight away.
I was told I had a degenerative disease in my back. I won't be able to do any sports. I might have to give my job up. Really, when I came here, I was at a very low ebb. I'm back running, I'm doing stuff with my son, I'm back playing tennis. It's made a massive difference to my life.
Always, when I come, I'm greeted with a smile, which makes a huge amount of difference, and you feel as though you have a friend.
You don't just want to get the injury fixed for here and now, you want to make sure that the injury doesn't come back in the future, and that's, I think, what Harrison Ross offer you.
Part of our ethos entails us making sure our diagnostics are spot on from the start. We work very closely with a lot of the private hospitals and the consultants, so we can get, if we need a scan or some imaging done, we can get that done very quickly and can get appointments very quickly for our clients with consultants as well. And that's important because if you're in pain, you need to be seen very quickly and we need answers very quickly.
I'd won the whole of the Diamond League series, been the most consistent performer in the world that year, and that is because on all my training camps I'd had Harrison Ross staff there with me.
They're brilliant. If you're a professional sportsman or somebody off the street, they treat people exactly the same. The way they diagnose injuries is brilliant, second to none.
Obviously there's been injuries, riding a bike down a hill at 60 mile an hour, you're going to crash and fall off, and to be able to come here like in the off season and between World Cups, it gives you that confidence to know that you've got the best team and the best guys supporting you, and like I say, you can't really put a price on that.